Hi, it's Tracy, and I'm so glad you're here to learn with me today and to be with me today and to share. I'm talking about beliefs today, and the beliefs that I'm mainly going to be talking about are the ones that cause us not to fulfill our dreams and the ones that cause us problems and repetitive issues that we keep coming upon. But the thing about beliefs is that we all have them, and we all have them good, bad, indifferent, and neutral. And we have beliefs about everything that we've experienced or encountered in our lifetime. Mostly, our beliefs are our perceptions. All right, and I want you to know that I really want you to hear that they're perceptions. They are not necessarily truth. Okay, that's like the most important thing. If you get anything from these next few minutes, that the beliefs that we have, especially the negative beliefs, are perceptions. The positive ones and the neutral ones are too. But we really want to focus on the ones that prevent us from having the life that we really desire. So we've got perceptions. And what's the great news about a perception is that you can change that. So enough information, enough kind of challenging that belief or just letting it go, not letting it rule you anymore. So that's the great news of knowing about the belief systems, our perceptions. So what happens to us is when we are in our youth, from the time of conception, and the range from the research is from 6 years of age to 10. So it's a pretty little gap there, but definitely in those preteen, pre-double-digit ages are most significant times where we are making those belief systems. So we're little kids, and we've got these immature minds because we're little kids, and we are viewing the world. We're making observations about the people and the world around us. And whatever way we interpret that becomes some type of belief system. So we're innocents in this, right? There's this part of us that's got this innocence. But when we grow up and move on and try and do an adult life, those things are still the underlying in the subconscious mind that are ruling many of the things that we do. It's why so many people look at me like, I know better, but I'm not doing better. I understand this, but I'm not doing this. And so that's because those belief systems locked in the subconscious mind are overruling the conscious logical mind at that time. So that's the reason for all of that. So we've got these belief systems, and, it just doesn't matter what it got it going, whether we perceived ourselves to be unlovable or unimportant or incompetent or not good at math or not good at music or stupid. It just depends on the parents that we had and the environment that we grew up in, how those belief systems got started. But what happens now is that we have to take charge of when they're activated and if they are activated and what we can do about them when they're activated. So it's about developing strategies. All of these belief systems that are preventing us from having the desires and the dreams that we want, they're all based in the lack, limitation, scarcity, and poverty. And I know if you've been listening to me long enough, you've heard me say that before. And I have this great diagram that Tracy Joe, my superior helper, has put in the email too. And if you don't remember seeing that diagram with the two little trees, and the one with the negative emotions and the one with the positive emotions, then you can click on that and look at it with me now. But you will see that all those negative emotions, those negative emotions, all stem from fear, and they're rooted in that lack, limitation, scarcity, and poverty. And so it sucks. It just sucks when that happens, right? But the great news is that those emotions that don't feel good, they can be your compass. And that's what I really want you to get. Those negative emotions as they're coming up, realize this is my compass. And if I remember that tree Tracy sent me, I know exactly where this comes from. Stems from fear, rooted in a belief system that somehow I'm not good enough in some way, shape, or form. That there are limits, there's not enough time, money, love, support, understanding, any number of gazillion things that you can interpret that and perceive that from. But that's where it is. So it's really crazy simple, not so easy. So the task I'm asking is to recognize that when you recognize that negative emotion, see how fast you can stop that. and just say, hey, that's a belief system. It's old, it's antiquated, it's ancient, it has no truth, not based in any kind of truth. And so I'm just going to move on. Just see how quickly you can move on. If it's a belief system that you really get wrapped up in and that you have created experiences in your life in that reinforce it, so you think you got all this evidence, it's true, I'm just not smart. I fail every test I take. I can't fill out job applications. I must not be smart. I can't do this, that, and the other. It's true. I'm not pretty. I can't get a good boyfriend. I look fat in all my clothes. I don't know what it is. It could be any number of silly things, right? But you have gathered evidence, and that causes a momentum and this rolling, like it's a really big. You fed it a lot. You've had experiences that fed it a lot, and it's the real big monster now. So those are hard to stop really quickly. But the key thing, use the negative emotion to be the compass that I am rooted in my belief systems of lack, limitation, scarcity, and poverty right now. And when you recognize it, here's a few things to do that will help you shift it. But you can come up with your own too. Just have to experiment it and try, and you can do this. So take a nap if possible. The napping is great. Stops all momentum, right? Just stops momentum dead. And so it's kind of like a rebooting of the brain. And so when you wake up, you can start again and start getting on the more positive shift, right? Other thing is meditate. You know me in meditation, and you know where you can get all your meditations, right? So not only get them from me, you can get them all day long on YouTube. So take a meditation, quiet that mind so you stop that momentum. You can also listen to some binaural tunes. They're all over YouTube too, or they're called solfeggio music, and they are different frequencies that allow the brain to kind of reboot itself too. So it's like brain medicine. So it causes that you have to stop, right? And you have to listen to them with your headphones and the left ear and the right ear. So make sure you get that right, because that's how it works the best. And that will help reboot you as well. And then, whatever else, if it's exercise, playing music, dancing, being out in nature, playing with the pets, playing with the grandkids, playing with your own kids, it doesn't matter. Just shift and then distract, right? The one thing you absolutely don't want to do is beat up on you for going down that path, because it just creates more problems down the road. So, hope that was helpful. Complicated? I don't know. It's pretty simple. The picture says it all, but I know it's not easy. We've got so much momentum going in that direction of lack, limitation, scarcity, and poverty. But I know with some commitment you can do it. You can do it. So, love you. Bye-bye.